Jai Sriman Narayan. We live in fear, every one of us. Every day we face it. We have fear about the education of our children. We have fear about their employment. We have fear about their marriage. And we also have fear about our office work, reaching the targets, meeting the deadlines, and showing the performance. We have fear, in fact, about everything. But fear is not good for health. It spoils our health. In today's video, I am going to discuss what actually causes the fear and how to get rid of it. If you are watching my video for the first time, please give your feedback in the comments box after completely watching the video, and do subscribe to my channel Better Way of Life. Why do we fear? Are we working in any dangerous situation which causes fear? Certainly not. We are not climbing the Mount Everest, or we are not walking on a rope. We are not living in a forest surrounded by all wild animals and snakes. We are living in a civilized society with all the facilities of life. Still, we are in the grip of fear every day. Is it not surprising? Sometimes the reasons for fear are very simple. We become fearful when we see the traffic policeman while driving the car. We are filled with fear when the boss calls us for a discussion on the performance. One thing we should understand: fear weakens our immunity system. It causes heart problems, ulcer, and many other health issues. It makes us mentally weak. When we are not strong mentally and when we don't take bold decisions, there will not be any prosperity either in the career or in the personal life. Now, let us try to analyze how do we get fear? Whether fear really exists or simply our mind is producing it out of imagination. If you analyze your own fear on various occasions, you will understand that fear is always something which doesn't exist at present. We are fearful that something may happen in future. So, it is simply imaginary. We imagine so many consequences of a problem which cause fear. So, we are making horror movies in our mind using our creativity and imagination excellently. Sometimes these horror movies continue for hours together based on our strength of imagination and creativity. So, the issue which is causing you fear right now may happen or may not happen. If you take your own experience, many issues which caused you fear in the past never happened. Is it not true? Sometimes fear is the consequence of our inability. For example, you are driving a car without knowing driving. So certainly there will be fear. But when you are thorough with driving and you are driving your vehicle consciously, then there is nothing to be feared. This exactly applies to our life also. When you are thorough with the work you are doing and when you are taking any decision consciously after analyzing complete information, then there is no reason for fear. From this we understand that we can get rid of fear by having thorough knowledge and thorough preparedness. Let us look at another important dimension of fear. Out of so many people who get into a giant wheel or a roller coaster, some of them enjoy the moments, some of them get excited, but a few of them are very much fearful. So the same giant wheel makes some people happy, some people excited, and some people fearful. Similarly, out of 100 students who are writing their annual examination of 10th class, some of them are entering the examination hall happily because they are confident of their preparation, but some of them have fear in their minds because they have not prepared well. So the same situation causes different experiences to different people. Now, let us discuss when we are in fear, how we handle it, how we will come out of that. The first point, diverting your mind to something else. When you do an important work, normally our mind is diverted by various distractions. In the same manner, when you are in fear, can you divert your mind yourself? Can you start thinking of something else by watching a movie or by reading a book or by talking to a friend? Because when you are in fear, what is required immediately is you have to stop those thoughts and your mind should start thinking of something else. This is the best solution. Second point, become physically active. When you are in the grip of fear, instead of sitting at one place and going on thinking about the same issue, get up, start doing some work. When you are involved in some work, when you are absorbed into some work, where your body movement is involved, your thought process will also change. This will take you away from the fearful thoughts. Third point, prepare for the worst. When your mind is engaged with fearful thoughts, put a question to yourself. What is the worst that is going to happen? Take a pen and paper and try to put it on the paper. You can also write down what are the best possible solutions. When you try to do it and write it on the paper, you understand that the problem you are thinking is very, very minute. Fourth point, share your fear. You are not alone in this world. You are living in a society. You have a family and a lot of friends to support you. Discuss your problem with them. By the feedback which you receive from them, you understand that you are only magnifying the problem which is the cause of fear. So always surround yourself with the positive people whose interaction can make you strong and fearless. Fifth and most important point, tell yourself to be bold. Human mind is the wonderful thing. While we think on something, we can observe our thought process also. When you are thinking, you can also make an analysis whether you are thinking in the right way or the wrong way. We tell so many things to ourselves. So when you are in fear, tell yourself to be bold. Tell yourself that nothing is going to happen. Tell yourself in a loud voice as parents tell their children. Finally, we are not doing anything which is not done by others. In other words, whatever we do, it has been done by many others thousands of times. We are only repeating it by following them, and we are trying to do it in a better way using our knowledge and wisdom. Before we conclude, whether fear is totally bad? Certainly not. If there is no traffic policeman, whether we can see any discipline in the movement of vehicles? If there is no fear of examinations, whether students work hard? If there is no review of performance by the boss, whether we can expect any growth in the business of any organization? In fact, fear brings a discipline and makes us to take care of everything. But we should not allow it to swallow us, and we should always put it under control. So thank you very much. If the video is useful, please like it and give your feedback in the comments box. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Better Way of Life. Jai Sriman Narayana.